Fucking hate MDF. Crap shit. MDF sucks. Even when pre-drilled it fucks up, so... Especially this kind of shit MDF. It's the cheapest crap MDF, but... It was given to me, so... it's okay. I love CNCing MDF. I mean, hardly any cleanup, even with cheap. This is cheap MDF. Good MDF looks even better. And this is a cheap cutter, really cheap actually, like €4 or something. I don't know, something like this. Really cheap. And I use it pretty long already. So I don't know. You can cut a lot of MDF with a cheap bit. Although people say it won't last long because of the glue and such, but actually it does. I have a better cutter, but I only use it for nice wood because it's a shame to waste it on it. But this is nice. Still no clue what it's gonna be, I guess. My lamp just died. It's a halogen bulb, and yeah, they die quite easily. I need to buy a LED thing, I think. I hope this fits actually. No way. Perfectly. Oh, nice. Oh, this is why I love CNCs. Although I must say I even gave it 0.4mm extra overcut to be sure it would fit, but actually it is quite a snug fit. So my tolerances are maybe a little bit off, or well, if you make it exactly the same dimensions, it usually should not fit. So, but this is great. Okay, another part done. Yeah, now I'm gonna make a little test first before I go on. Before I waste good HPL material, because it has to fit in this slot. But as you see, it's not overcut, so it has round off edges. So if I just make the original size, it might not be possible to fit it in there. But since MDF is quite soft, I guess I can just get it in there with a hammer or something. But I first want to try before I make 8 pieces that don't fit at all. So I'm first gonna make 1 piece, I guess, see if it fits, and then make the other 7, or adjust it. Anyhow, I'm getting a new bulb right now because I forget. I just came back from the store, but I am going straight away to get a bulb because, as you might see, it's quite dark. The weather is shitty, so not much light here. So, yeah, so I made these. If you've seen the CNCing of the wooden parts, and you've seen me crack this MDF here, and you've seen me cutting this, you did not see me make these blue parts, which is just HPL, nothing special, nothing. It's like leftovers, because I have this black stuff, which I really like, but I tend to waste a lot of material. Oh, I think there's another cat. Where was I? So I made the wooden shit, the HPL, not the black stuff because it's a waste of my nice HPL black stuff, because this might not work at all. Well, I'm pretty sure even if this works kind of, I probably will make a new one as usual. We got a drill here driving this shaft, and we got a wire here, and we're gonna wind some stuff. To get a perfect, of course, manual, like guiding the thread is really hard. Really hard. If this would work, then I would just make a winding machine. I mean, it's not, I could CNC it, I mean, CNC controlled, but I think you will get away with just a pulley here and a piece of threaded rod here with a pulley. Well, just a normal mechanical winding machine that does amount of movement for amount of turns. Because, yeah, I don't need to wind all kinds of weird stuff, I believe. CNC would be nicer, then I could use any thread and any kind of pitch. But this design, actually I made this 12 years ago, something like this, although I didn't have a CNC and such, so it was different. I mean, in terms of how I made it, but the idea itself was the same. Also, I made for CNC also a few times these things, because somehow if you wind this with copper wire and not use ugly blue stuff, and use like painted nice black MDF or something, I really like the idea to make a long lamp for them. So wind a lot of aluminum or copper coil, magnet wire, so you get this nice coppery thing, and if you have a bulb in the middle or something, you still got light, and well, it's pretty nice, I think. You don't see the lamp itself, and well, anyhow, that was an idea, and I never made it. But it started out as something else. And I think I'm not gonna say it yet, although you, I think you can guess it. But let me try to wind this, but it's really hard. I'm probably gonna wind it like pretty ugly, and then maybe fix it, and then just make it nice by hand, which is of course not ideal, but yeah, well, hell. So this is going the wrong way. Let's see what we can do. We need a little bit of tension to have like a solid, strong, nice winding. see a nut turning up here. My wire is stuck in the box. Of course it is. Oh, I do hope it's not gonna be a knot, because that will be quite annoying. Let's go a little bit back and reapply tension, because I think this one is screwed right now. Ow. It's a bit too fast. Some nuts coming my way again. Ow, that's hot. Ah! I think this is about nice. Clamp it here, cut it. See if I can keep tension on it, which is gonna be hard, I think. I mean, I have no clue if this works. Let's reverse a bit. I'm fucking around because I have no clue how to do this either. I didn't do it like this before. Let me see, can I can't have it like the nut being here, because it will screw up the thing I want to try. Now, question is, can we make this look kind of nice? I'm not sure if I can use a comb, maybe. I think that's too hard, so I'm probably just gonna be some manual labor, I guess. Using some nails, my nails. So normally this spacing would be nice if you made it with a machine. Well, we partially made it with a machine. The other part was me. That's why it looks so not so nice. And the question was if it remains tension or if it's loosey-goosey, because it has to be flat for my purpose. And I can see here one wire is not as tight as I wish it was. not having a solution yet to maybe even tighten it after the fact, which would be nice, but I'm not sure how to do that. This is quite a lot of work to do this manually. Not sure if that's a good idea. Look at my comb is. Does it work? It's a bit small spacing. That's not gonna work. But it's no fun to do this by hand. It makes for a very long video without me doing anything. I'm just gonna do the biggest things and then leave it. Definitely not completely like super nice, but I'm pretty sure it can be super nice. So that's a thing, you know. Sometimes you don't even know if this contraption might work. I think I'm okay with this. It's not perfect. It's a word I use very often. Not perfect. Actually, two words, but... One thing I want to know is if this HPL is bending, because that would screw up everything. And apparently it's holding. It's holding quite nice. I do see a slight bend. Well, not much. But if it was bending insanely, then the whole thing I wanted to try does not work at all. In this case, I could make it even a little bit stronger by make the pieces deeper. But for now, this is part 1 only. Well, see you next time. I'm gonna try some stuff.